Vũng Tàu. Vũng Tàu Hanoi accent, Saigon accent, is the largest city of Bà Rịa WikipediaReader Vũng Tàu province in southern Vietnam. The city area is 140 km², consists of 13 urban wards and one commune of Long Sơn Islet. Vũng Tàu was the capital of the province until it was replaced by the much smaller Bà Rịa WikipediaReader city on 2 May 2012. The city is also the crude oil extraction centre of Vietnam. Administrative divisions. Vũng Tàu consists of 16 wards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, th letter 1 EFNG, nh letter 1 EF5T, th letter 1 EFNG, and high former, ward 6, th letter 1 EFNG tam, NGUY letter 1 EC5N, and nin, all letter 1 E1CHD letter 1 EB in the commune of Long Sơn. History. During 14th and 15th centuries, the cape that would become Vũng Tàu was a swamp which European trading ships visited regularly. The ship's activities inspired the name Vũng Tàu, which means anchorage. The French and Dutch Chinese government named it Cap Saint-Jacques, Cap Saint-Jacques in Vietnamese. The cliff of Vũng Tàu is now called Mui in Kinh Phong, literally meaning Cape of Breeze Welcome or Cape of Greeting the Wind. Vũng Tàu was originally referred to as Tam th letter 1 EFNG, 3 boats in memory of the first 3 villages in this area. Th letter 1 EFNG, nh letter 1 EFIT, th letter 1 EFNG, nh letter 1 ECB, th letter 1 EFNG tam, within the province of Bien and Hoa under the NGUY letter 1 EC5 N dynasty. Under the reign of King Jialong 1761-1820, when Malay pirates built a base here and subsequently became a danger to traders at NGD letter 1 ECBNH city, the king sent his army to crack down on the pirates. The pirates were ousted and the troops were given the land as a reward. 10 February 1859 marked the first use of cannons by NGUY letter 1 EC5NS army when they fired at French battleships from the fortress of PH letter 1B0 letter 1 EDBCTH letter 1 EFNG, located 100 m from Vũng Tau's front beach. This marked an important period in Vietnam's war against French invaders in southern Vietnam, then called Cochinchina. In 1876, according to a decree by the French government, Vũng Tàu was merged in Bà Rịa letter 1 ECB County per Saigon's administration. During the 1880s there were talks about moving Saigon support facilities to Vũng Tàu, but this came to nothing due to Saigon's better infrastructure. On 1 May 1895, the governor of Cochinchina established by decree that Cap Saint-Jacques would thereafter be an autonomous town. In 1898, Cap Saint-Jacques was merged with Bà Rịa letter 1 ECB County once again, but redivided in 1899. In 1901, the population of Vũng Tàu was 5,690, of which 2,000 persons were immigrants from northern Vietnam. Most of the town's population made their living in the dancing industry. On 4 April 1905, Cap Saint-Jacques was made an administrative district of Bà Rịa 1 ECB province. In 1929, Cap Saint-Jacques became a province, and in 1934 became a city commune. The French governor of Indochina, Paul Doumer, who later became president of France, built a mansion in Vũng Tàu that is still a prominent landmark. During the Vietnam War, the 1st Australian Logistics Support Group was based in Vũng Tàu, as were various United States military units at different times. Vũng Tàu also became popular for R&R amongst in-country US, Australian and New Zealand personnel. After the war, due to Vietnam being put under debilitating trade embargoes by the United States, Vũng Tàu was a common launching place for the Vietnamese boat people economic refugees escaping the post-war poverty. On 30 May 1979, Vũng Tàu town was made the capital of Vũng Tàu County letter 1 E30 Special Administrative Zone. On 12 August 1991, Bà Rịa letter 1 ECB of Vũng Tàu province was officially founded and Vũng Tàu town officially became Vũng Tàu city. Shipping and oil exploration. The city is located in the south of Vietnam, situated at the tip of a small peninsula. It has traditionally been a significant port, particularly during Vietnam's period of French rule. Today, the city's importance as a shipping port has diminished, but it still plays a significant role in Vietnam's offshore oil industry. Vũng Tàu is the only petroleum base of Vietnam where crude oil and natural gas exploitation activities dominate the city's economy and contribute principal income to Vietnam's budget and export volume. Vũng Tàu shipyard's reconstruction was scheduled to be completed in 2008, supplied with up-to-date anchor handling supply vessels of acre. Industry. EB Steel operates several factories in Vũng Tàu. Beaches. Vũng Tàu has 4 extensive beaches, including Back Beach by Sao, Front Beach by TR letter 1B0 letter 1 EDBC, Strawberry Beach by Dow, Pineapple Beach by D letter 1 E9. Resorts and theme parks. A big resort project has just been licensed by the Vietnamese government, the Saigon Islanders. Upon completion, this entertainment project worth US $300 million in capital investment will include resorts, shopping and sailing. The investor of this project is proposing to raise the investment capital to USD $4 billion. Two other noteworthy entertainment projects awaiting licensing are Vũng Tàu Aquarium, which will cost USD $250 million, and Bà Rịa, a Disneyland-like entertainment park, which will cost US $450 million. The project includes Landmark Tower, an 88-story skyscraper proposed to be built and completed by 2010 in Vũng Tàu by a USA-based company, Good Choice Import-Export Investment Inc. Once built, will likely be the highest building in Vietnam. The project is under consideration for approval by the local provincial government. Holidays and festivals. In Vũng Tàu, one of the most widely celebrated holidays is a letter 1EC58 letter 1ED9 Ika on Whale holiday. Festivals in the region include the Kite Festival and World Food Festival. Culture. Australian tourists come to Vũng Tàu in August to mark the anniversary of the Battle of Long Tan. Religion. As in most provinces and cities in Vietnam, Buddhism is the predominant religion. Mahayana Buddhism, the dominant form of the religion in Vietnam, was brought to Bà Rịa letter 1ECB of Vũng Tàu by the Vietnamese settlers from the north at the beginning of the 17th century during the expansion of the Ngui letter 1EC5N lords. When they came bringing their original religion, they built many Buddhist pagodas, temples and statues in the city. 3 Buddhist temples in particular, HKPH letter 1EDT Dai, PH letter 1ED5 Das Son Quan, and B letter 1ED3 Top 2 letter 1EF1 temple, and NI letter 1EBFT Banti letter 1ECBNH temple, draw pilgrims from around the country. Before the area was settled by ethnic Vietnamese, the Khmer people practiced their Buddha Buddhism. The area has some 14 Catholic wards with active services. A notable monument in the city is the Christ of Vũng Tàu, a large statue built by Vietnam's Catholic minority. It was completed in 1974 with a height of 32 meters and 2 outstretched arms spanning 18.4 meters. It is among the tallest statues of Christ in Asia. There has been a Russian village in Vũng Tàu ever since the Soviet era. These Russians generally worked for the Russian-Vietnamese joint venture Vietsa-Petra. It is believed that these Russians, or citizens of the former Soviet Union, were once the most dominant group of foreigners in Vũng Tàu. Some have remained in Vũng Tàu after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. They formed a parish of the Russian Orthodox Church. One of the Vietnamese whale worship sites, the Lang On Nam H letter 1EA3I Whale Temple, hosts a skeleton of a whale, being respected in the name of Nam Hai General, a whale god. Nam Hai General is said to govern the ocean and protect people from evils, monsters, and disasters, and an annual festival is held in recognition. Cuisine. 1KH letter 1ECDT of small round savoury pancakes. Vũng Tàu has its own variety that is more crispy and has shrimp added on top. Bondi of Vũng Tàu are pancakes famous for its taste, which cannot be found in anywhere. Ingredients include rice flour, shrimp, pork, bean sprouts, but its taste is more significant thanks to the crust made from fresh chicken eggs and the filling full of onions and mushrooms. Transport. From H letter 1ED3 Chi Minh City, it takes about 2 hours to reach Vũng Tàu by Road 51 expressway, 1.5 hours by high-speed ferry, or 1.5 hours by car on the freeway. Twin town sister cities. Vũng Tàu is twinned with Baku, Azerbaijan Ghana, Azerbaijan Ho Long, Vietnam Padang, Indonesia Parramatta, Australia. A street in Baku is named after Vũng Tàu, while Vũng Tàu has a street named Baku. This commemorates the cooperation in petroleum extraction between Soviet, Azerbaijani and Vietnamese specialists in Vũng Tàu in the 1980s.